Smile, here we go.
All right.
Oh. Okay, here we are, everybody. Let me get Rosanne back. There we go, Rosanne. Are you here? Do you see me?
I can. Well, I see the kitchen.
How are you? Let me tip that back a little bit so everybody can see me. Whoop, hold on. Hold on. We're coming. Rosanne, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Why don't you give them a few words because they can't see me, but they can see you.
So today, Marla's going to be making the cucumber cup appetizers and the rosemary grape skewers.
Yes, yes. So let me go on to Nanny Bubby so I can see everybody because this is a 2-device day when we do Zoom. So let me get on to here and let's see who's joining us. There we go. Okay. So Megan is here. Frank is here. Sue Schwabacker, Plattner is here. Hey, Frank, how are you? And everybody is finding us. So this is great. This is awesome. All right. So wow, today is Tom's 71st birthday and family's coming. Yeah, and the family's coming over at 4 o'clock. And of course, I've been scurrying around like a mad woman for 2 days. But one thing, and I'm gonna step away into the refrigerator and bring that platter out. I was gonna make this while we were live on the air for all of you, but what has happened is the family's coming over at 4 and maybe a little earlier at 3:45. And I don't like to have a thing to do when people come walking through the door, because the minute they do walk through the door, you have drinks to get and kids to take out to pick the rest of the nectarines and, you know, all kinds of things going on. So we made the cucumber cups first. So shall I pull them out of the fridge and show everybody? Happy birthday to Tom, everybody. Okay, so. So here we go. These are the cucumber cups. So on the outside are just plain cucumber for anybody who may not want salsa or who may not want guacamole that's in the middle, but there's guacamole down in the bottom to hold the salsa. This is the salsa I made yesterday with Lene. And then on the outside are the cucumbers, just plain cucumbers, a little salt and paprika for color. And I'm just going to try to hold that as close as I can.
And Marla, what did you line the tray with?
Oh, right. So I have that right here. I left it out so we can talk about it. So let me show you. I lined the tray. If you remember with the hydrangea leaves that when Tom was here, and our designer, when he was lining, pulling them off the hydrangeas, I stuck them in a plastic bag. And I just the fact that that was lucite is just these sitting on the lucite, it just added all color. They're just so beautiful. So that's what I lined the platter with. Is that cool? Yeah. So, okay, so we're gonna make those gorgeous rosemary fontina skewers that Rosanne posted, which got her entered into this week's contest. And in fact, we have until noon tomorrow for all of you to post your recipes and pictures and explanations of what you're posting into Gather with Nanny Bubby. We've had 150% more entries this week than we had last week. So we're really rolling, and most of the entries come in on Thursday night and Friday. So it's going to be, everybody's got so much energy and everybody's just really having a great time, and nothing makes my heart sing more than that, except my family coming for dinner. So what I have done via Rosemary's suggestion is I have marinated my fontina cheese. I actually hope I made enough. I counted them. If I'm doing 16 skewers, then I should have 32 cubes, right? About
16 skewers, you only need, well, you can double up, but I only did 1 on a skewer.
Oh, you did? I thought you did 2. No.
I did 2 grapes and 1 fontina, but there's no reason why you can't put 2 on there.
Okay, well, I marinated this in the Temecula olive oil, delicious olive oil, the Lemon Delicious. And I did not have the apple vinegar, just got delivered today, late in the afternoon. So I used honey.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, the honey vinegar, which is sweet like the apple. So walk me through it, my friend. Oh, and also I have the cotton candy grapes. And what is really great about these grapes, I'm going to show you the cover here. They're cotton candy grapes and they taste like cotton candy. I'll share one with you so you know. It's amazing. They taste like cotton candy.
They do.
You want one?
Thank you.
Okay.
I put one here because I do have them in my refrigerator.
You know, they're so good. Okay. Put that in. Start me out. What do I do?
That rosemary is gorgeous, by the way. You're going to take your rosemary and you're going to just pull off the bottom part. Just leave maybe an inch or two at the top and just so you've got a skewer.
Skin it down. Okay. How's that?
That looks good.
Okay.
I'll start with a grape.
Okay.
And go from the little end of the grape and skewer it on. Perfect.
Okay.
Cheese.
Oh my God, this is so much easier. I was really kind of like worried about this. Okay, fontina. And then?
You've got enough of a skewer. I'm wondering if you could do another grape and then another fontina and another grape. Or put just two fontinas
I think
together.
I can do two fontinas and a grape. Let me see.
Yeah.
There's another fontina and here comes a grape.
Perfect.
Oh my God. Isn't that treasure? That's just, here, look at that. You can see the rosemary because it was marinated in the lemon olive oil, the honey vinegar, and rosemary leaves. So, okay. So you are so right. This is so easy. So I'm going to skin this again.
It looks complicated, but it's not.
It's not. And I'm going to dry those leaves, I think, and put them in. Okay, I'm going to mix this up one last time, all of the cheese. And hi, Lisa. It's Tom's 71st birthday.
You missed the grape, Marla.
Oh, I missed the grape. Okay. All right. Okay, grape. Whoop. Hey, Teresa, where did you get the grapes? So I got the grapes, the cotton candy grapes I got at Whole Foods, but Rosanne gets the cotton candy grapes at, I think I'm going to go a long ways on this, at Albertsons. And I paid 3 times more. I'm sure that I didn't know Albertsons carried them, or I would go there. Okay, here we go. One more. Here we go. So how am I doing, Rosanne?
It looks so pretty.
There we go. Okay, there we go. So these are sliding right now, but I think when I put the grapes in the middle, like you did in your picture, that they will, you know, set up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's a little bit shorter, so I'm just going to pull a few more so that they all look cohesive. And let me grab another grape. So this is a bit, this grape is too big for this small stem. That's a problem. So let me grab a smaller grape. And I'll grab 2 small little chunks of this fontina cheese. Now, Rosanne, where did you find this recipe?
I found it on the internet. I was just looking for appetizer suggestions for the barbecue party I was doing. And I saw those and I thought, oh my God, those look so good. And I have rosemary.
Yes, they look, and they're just fun. It's just people will look at them and they just go, oh my God, what are those, right?
Yeah.
almost
then
like,
the cluster of grapes in the center, I did that. I just thought that balanced it out and made it really a beautiful platter.
and it also gives these something to set up again so they don't slide right towards the middle there. Okay, so grape, there we go. And a fontina. I love fontina also.
I do too.
And so we marinated, you suggest marinating these overnight in the refrigerator. And I was a little nervous to do that because I was concerned that the fontina might get a little bit soggy. But the fact is that it doesn't at all. It doesn't even come close. So my concerns were waylaid immediately. Okay.
If you have leftovers, which you probably won't, we had a few leftovers. They hold up beautifully in the refrigerator for a couple days.
That's amazing. It's good to know. Okay, so these are about 6 inches of stems. They're about 6 inches of rosemary.
Right.
Too bad you were called Rosanne and not Rosemary, right?
Right, but I like my name.
You do, but all for the last 24 hours since I've been talking about the rosemary, I've been calling you Rosemary instead of Rosanne. I will tell you.
I've heard that, and I understand.
Oh gosh,
I've been called Rosemary before.
I'm sure. Just like I get called Maria all the time. Maria, when the nurse comes out to call you out of the into the waiting room, ever since I was like 6 years old, Maria. No, Marla.
Oh, that's a now.
Or back in the day when you used to be able to get, not that I liked getting them, but when you used to get prank calls or porn calls. Remember when you used to get porn calls in the middle of the night? I did. Yeah. And whoever he was, would always start out by saying Maria, and then I knew right away, like, no. Because our names would be in the phone book, right?
That's right.
And I had a listed number because you had to go through a lot of trouble to have an unlisted number, and nobody wanted an unlisted number because you want to be able for people to get hold of you.
Right, and Vegas was a small town back then.
Oh, very small.
We knew everybody.
Not only that, when I got back from college, of course, I wanted people to be able to find me, right? Everybody comes to Vegas at some point. And you really want people, to be able to find you. At least I did. I had a good time in college, and the people were somehow some of the best part. So what's your trick here? Because I find when I lay grapes out that
I used a flat platter.
A what?
Flat platter, not a bowl like that.
Oh, yeah, but still, I mean, it's not a bowl, it's flat on the bottom. It's actually a pie plate. But when I put a cluster of grapes down, they always you see more sticks than you do clustered. Okay, there, that worked. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Okay, all right. I suppose I could take a little rosemary and stick it in the middle.
Oh, look at
that. Okay, off we go. Okay, hey, Eva Kaplan is here. What are cotton candy grapes? Rosanne, you tell her what cotton candy grapes are.
They're very, very sweet grapes that actually do taste like cotton candy.
Sure do. I just tasted one for all of you. I just tasted one for everybody. Do you want me to taste another one, Eva? I can taste one for you because they are so good.
I'm going to go get one.
Okay, there she goes. All right. They really are, Eva. They are a fabulous. They truly bite into them. It really tastes like you just took a bite of cotton candy. It's just unbelievable. And when I was a little kid, if I ate cotton candy, I used to get sick to my stomach from all that sugar. I was never good with sugar. So
it's so plump and juicy.
What? Yeah.
Plump and juicy.
They are plump and juicy. So what else can you tell Eva about that?
I'm chewing right now.
So these are, rosemary kind of grows wild. Many of you actually have rosemary growing in your landscape. They're a great landscape plant. The fact is they are edible, even in the landscape.
Yeah.
There's no difference between that and honestly what I grow in the garden. So don't be afraid to go out. And, you know, not only that, they make great little, during the holidays, if you have napkin rings, just to take a little bit of the rosemary and stick it into the napkin rings, it looks really clever.
What a good
right?
idea.
Yeah, whether you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah, the evergreen look of the rosemary goes with both. So you're good there. Okay, this is coming together. Let me turn it around so that you can see. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm halfway through. Teresa says, what is your wine pairing for dinner? So that's really good. So let me tell you what I'm making. I'll tell you the recipe. So I have all those tomatoes that I pulled out of the garden. And today, yet another big bowl. And the family in the last week hasn't been here. So I am making tomato and basil with little mozzarella balls as a side vegetable dish. And then grape first, right? Then I'm also making salmon as the main course. In this case, everybody eats salmon except my sister. So I have made these tiny little mini meatballs that I make for my granddaughter because she won't eat salmon either. And let me just show you that. And I also had to buy jarred pasta sauce for my granddaughter because was it Lucy that suggested that I use the jalapeno olive oil to saute the onions, and it made it just a little arrabbiata tasting, and I didn't think my granddaughter would actually eat that. So let me just show you how I made these meatballs. Hey Heather, how are you? You should be on your way over here soon. Okay, so can you see these really tiny little meatballs? They're just tiny, tiny, tiny little, they're like about 1 inch, and they're nothing but hamburger rolled into a little ball. And I am making these for my granddaughter and for my sister, because my sister will not eat fish. So there's that. Then I am making these beautiful grilled carrots that I made a couple weeks, maybe a month. This is a yotomotolangi recipe, and I made my own labna. And you put labna, which is a form of a Middle Eastern yogurt. And can you see these are grilled, and they have been marinating after the grilling when they were hot in apple cider vinegar and honey. So they're absorbing that dressing, and then I will put a tarragon oil over the labna and put these on over the labna. So I really hope that I take a picture, but you know, when everybody's here, when I'm entertaining, I always say, I don't ever think about all of you. I just think about the family and being there with everybody and enjoying and getting everything out of the oven on time. And then I am making, because of all of you, I am making the beet salad for dinner tonight, because I think everybody is so used to my kale salad and so used to my homemade Caesar salad that they probably are expecting one or the other. And I'm really excited to wow everybody with that beet salad. And as a matter of fact, I'm making it tomorrow for Channel 8 as well, because that is a recipe that should go broader, right? Get to a larger audience. So I really wanted, okay, let me see how many more I need. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see how many I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 5. Well, here's one. This is actually the 6. I already skinned it. Okay. And what else am I making? I know I made a lot. Oh, this is the bomb, you guys. It really is. I took broccoli and purple cauliflower. I think we made this together actually a few weeks back. And I put the hickory smoked olive oil and tossed all of them in the hickory smoked olive oil, and then oven baked them, oven roasted them, and bring them out, and then with a little salt and pepper, and just serve them as is, and that with a little bit of the rock salt on them. And I'm telling you, just roasting with the hickory olive oil is enough to just open your eyes and go, wow, what is that? So good. So lots of vegetables, a lot of salmon. I always make too much because one year I ran out of food and I never want to do that again. Has anybody ever had that experience? So Lisa says she's with Heather and Liv. She doesn't eat salmon either. So everybody's got something different. And I'm always mindful when you come through my door, no matter whether you're vegetarian, keto, vegan, oh my God, there's just everybody eats so differently these days that I have to be able to feed them no matter who they are. So I always make enough of a variety that everybody has something that they can eat.
And Frank has a question for you.
Oh, what is it, Frank?
What color beets do you use in your salad?
So I'm using both. I'm using the red beets. Oh, and by the way, guys, I just want to show you this. Look what I got. I got the beet powder or the beet dust. And so I'm going to be sprinkling this instead of the sumac, right? Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, Teresa posted that on the day that we did the show. And as soon as I was done, I went and ordered it. So thank you for that. So Jennifer is here. I'm just getting ready for Tom's party, Jennifer. And I saw Rosanne post these rosemary skewers with marinated fontina and cotton candy grapes in the gather. And I thought, oh my God, I have to make those. And asked her if she would join me because I wasn't sure about whether we should skin the skewers. I was worried about the fontina. I had a lot of concerns about how this would work. So I said, hey, will you just join me? And by the way, for those of you who've just come on, I did use the salsa that Lene and I made yesterday, and I put them into these cute little cucumber cups with guacamole on the bottom, and they turned out really cute. I showed them at the beginning of the show, but many of you came later, so I'm just gonna take a minute and show you that again before we leave. Whoop, one's falling off. There we go. Okay, almost down to the end. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I really only need 3 more. Rosanne said, and I really love this idea, she said that when she made her appetizers, her rule of thumb was 2 of these per person, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And is that your rule of thumb usually for appetizers, that you kind of figure 2 per person?
It is, but generally, yeah, 2 per person.
Well, I blew that out of the water when I made the cucumber cups, but I think it's okay. I think
That's
they're
okay. Those go.
And how fun was Lene yesterday? She was so fun. She wasn't nervous at all, or at least she didn't seem to be. And go figure, it was her 31st wedding anniversary, so I love that she took the time to be with all of us. That was so sweet. There we go. Ugh.
You're standing over that, Marla, and we're sitting here looking at it from a distance. It's gorgeous.
Is it? Well, thanks for your help, because without your help, I will pull it just a little bit closer, see if that helps.
You are going to blow them away.
I hope so. When they start coming through that door, my fear is always that they're going to come early, because I don't want them to come early. I'm never ready early. I'm just ready on time. Okay.
I am exactly the same way. Please don't come early.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny, but I get mad if you come 5 minutes late too.
Me too.
I was telling Rosanne, and just tell me, you know, in the chat who feels like this, but even though it's just family, and you know, if I just ordered pizza and had everybody would be happy and nobody would complain. Everybody would still have a good time. But nonetheless, I still get really worried. You know, is everything done? Do I have everything I need? You know, is the timing going to be right? And all of that. I still go through all of that each time that I have the family for dinner, no matter what it is. And of course, the timing is kind of tough too. We start at 4 o'clock because my grandson, the little baby, my daughter has him on such a tight sleep schedule because she had trouble with sleep issues with her first child because we really just didn't know what we were doing, you know, because it had been so long since anybody had had any new babies. And so she really had trouble adjusting to sleeping by herself, which is kind of crazy because my kids also never slept by themselves. So I think we passed that on. So Jax, my grandson, has to get home very early to get to bed. So we start, until he gets just a little bit older, we usually start everything at 4 o'clock, especially on a school night, right?
Right.
Even though it's not school, it's camp. So, okay, guys, one more to go. Oh, that's looking so good. What do you guys think?
I think it's gorgeous.
It is. This one doesn't look so good. Pop this in my mouth. Mmm. So delicious. Yes, you're getting great. Isn't this great, Jennifer, for ideas for the beach? It's just fantastic. So I think what I'll do is maybe put this, the rest of the fontina in just a little cup for those who might want just a couple little bites of the fontina cheese.
Good idea. Jennifer Tuttle said it's beautiful. Judy Wood says it looks yummy.
Okay.
Lisa Bell said nice presentation.
Oh, thanks.
And it really is.
And thank you to Rosanne for posting that. And you know, that really is just the benefit of Gather, is that we give each other ideas, including all of you giving me ideas, which I so appreciate. And this is just one of those things that happen. And I'm so glad that Rosanne joined me today to do it, because I had questions about whether we skin the rosemary skewer or exactly what we do. So I'm going to take this. I think there was one more rosemary somewhere. I guess I lost it, that I was going to pop more into the middle. There we go. You didn't see it.
It looks like there might be one on the other side of the grape container.
Over here? No.
Oh, I guess not. That was.
Maybe there. Nope, that's it. That's it, everybody. So what I'm going to do next, thank you, Lisa, for that compliment. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Remember, you have until tomorrow at noon to post your week's pictures for the summer barbecue tournament. We had 150% more people join this week than actually joined last week. So everybody's got some stiff competition. I'm going to mix up that bowl. It's a Channel 8 day. I'm making that beet salad that we made just a couple weeks ago for Channel 8, because that recipe is so great. We need a much broader audience. Happy birthday to Tom. Thank you so much, Judy. Just want to remind all of you that if you haven't already, because so many of you are new, if you haven't already downloaded the Happy Spice cabinet, I think we're going to post it just a little bit higher up so everybody can grab it if they want. Or you can go to nannybubby.com/spices. Spices, right? And you will get to it and download it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. And post your recipes for tomorrow. And I'll pull it right after Channel 8 at about 3:30. And I'm excited to see who will be cooking with me next Wednesday, like Lene did. Let me show you the cucumber cups.
And Lisa Dell said, thank you, Rosanne. You're welcome, Lisa.
Oh, that's so sweet. She's so sweet. Look at that. Do you see the cucumber cups? This has got the guacamole in the bottom with Lene's salsa on the top and some plain cucumbers if someone doesn't like salsa or guacamole. And that's it. That is, let's dinner with Nanny Bubby. So I know we're getting off early. Well, not really. It's 35 minutes in. So we did take more time than I'd expected. But nonetheless, Rosanne, I can't thank you enough. Really, we all want to give Rosanne a hand because she has been so helpful in the Gather group. And she has really made my heart sing with so many things that she has done. And she's talented and lovely and so fun for me to work with. And I would have never invented that chicken cacciatore recipe if it hadn't been for Rosanne. Now the secret's out. Now we all know. So thank you, everybody. Everybody together. Ready? Jennifer Tuttle said she loved the cucumber wraps, and I hollowed them out with a melon baller, just so you know. Okay, everybody, ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go out and spread love like butter.
Butter.
There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll try to remember to take pictures. Bye, Rosanne. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Okay, I got to lean over, pull this close. Oops.
Oh,
And
have a good time tonight, Marla. Don't
thank you,
stress.
sweetheart. Thank you.
And happy birthday to Tom.
I'll tell him. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.